my dad was like, Katie, I need you to come work for me and start a meat company. What? You can be in charge of meat sales.
Welcome to Insights with Marsha. And hey, while we're thinking about it, why don't you drop us a like and subscribe to our channel? Because we have lots of really special guests I know you're going to want to hear from. And today we have a very special one, my friend Katie Bolner. And Katie does everything. Oh my gosh, you are in a family of entrepreneurs.
Yes.
I kind of think of your dad as the head entrepreneur.
That is very true.
Yeah, because
Yes.
then he said, you know, two sons, Katie, why don't you be entrepreneur over here? And you're an entrepreneur over here. And Katie, I feel like you've got the biggest entrepreneur segment because you're in coffee, you're really in hospitality, you were in the beef Wagyu business for a while. You've done it all.
The hospitality division of our company has grown significantly.
Yes. So I tell you what, how did you get started in all this? And did you just grow up being, what fascinated you as a kid that made you know that this is what the area you want to go in?
I always loved food and restaurants. Even as a little girl, I loved going out to dinner, mostly with my dad. He would take me a lot. And I just became fascinated by the hot food trends and what new restaurants were out there. And I remember in high school, my dad took me to New York City for the first time. And we rented a car and we went to all of the cupcake bakeries throughout the city.
Oh.
And that's when the cupcake craze was like really hot.
Yes.
And we just ran back to the hotel room and we had boxes of cupcakes. But it was just such a core memory for me that in college, I wanted to start a cupcake business.
Wow.
And I was developing recipes and I met with someone to move forward with it. And it didn't work out, but it just shows that I've just always been passionate. I've always felt the Lord draw me to this sector of the industry.
Totally. I mean, the fact that you were even considering it while college, that says somebody who's interested in food and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Okay, so, and I know your dad, and I've been places with him before, and he's going to go check out the restaurants.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
And he is a restaurateur. So you went back to New York.
I did.
And tell us about that.
I went to culinary school in Manhattan, and it was unbelievable. One, I loved the diversity in the city because I was coming from Texas. I was the only Texan in my culinary school. And it was so good for me to get me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I got to New York has the best restaurants in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot do better than New York City.
Yeah.
And just to have that exposure, and I got to go into some of the kitchens and get tours and really see what life was like back there. And I have so much respect for these restaurateurs and these chefs and cooks and managers. They are some of the hardest working people.
Yes.
And
yes.
It was just a really profound time for me. And I learned a lot. We spent an entire week just chopping vegetables and learning that perfect dice. Or we spent a week just making different kinds of sauces. And so my appreciation for all the fundamentals of the culinary industry is amazing.
Yeah. So sometimes I say the successful people are the ones who will just jump through all the hoops, even though they don't see them as needing to be done. You have to sometimes a certain amount of school or whatever. So your hoops were trains. Tell us about what you would do everything you needed to do in New York to get where you were.
Yeah. So after culinary school, I did an internship at Bon Appetit magazine in the test kitchen. So that was a wild time. The magazine world is a totally different animal than the restaurant world. But then I got a job in restaurant PR and marketing. And I lived in Manhattan and took 4 trains to my office in Rutherford, New Jersey to then just represent restaurants back in Manhattan. So it was a lot of back and forth. I was doing the opposite commute. So it would be like hordes of people coming into New York with me like navigating out of New York back to New Jersey. So it was interesting.
You have done so many things.
Yes, that was a fun time. Yeah.
And give people an idea of how many things you've done. Where are you going when we finish talking?
Oh, I'm going to 60 Vines for a tasting for some new lunch items. So that will be fun.
That is amazing. All the different restaurants that y'all are involved with.
Yes. It's a lot. It's been really good. It's been cool to see Dallas really explode with new restaurants and its culinary scene. We have some really talented people in the city.
Yes. So what year did you come back to Dallas? Tell me some of the changes you really seen.
Okay, so I ended up moving from New York in 2013, and I started working for Front Burner Restaurants, now FB Society. And at the time, they had one whiskey cake and one velvet taco, and I got to kind of help create some of the newer brands like Mexican Sugar and Ida Claire and kind of see how those individuals take an idea and bring a restaurant brand to life. It is the process of that, the details, everything from plateware to decor to seating to menu. There are so many details that have to be so consistent with each other to make a brand feel alive.
I never even thought about that. So all these places, if any of y'all are wondering, are restaurants.
They're restaurants.
Mexican Sugar, Ida Claire. So Ida Claire's got a special feel. Tell me about how you feel like, I don't know, you just got everybody meeting. I'm like you, I love to go out to eat because I don't like to cook. But you do like to cook. But it's so fun just to see what's the theme and what kind of chairs do they have? Like you were saying, what kind of silverware, what kind of lighting do they have? So tell me, like Ida Claire, what were y'all thinking?
So Ida Claire was a really fun one. So we took the idea of creating a Southern restaurant, but in the form of the person of Ida, who's gone on all of these different unique travels. And if you look in the restaurant, there's collection of bird cages and collection of plates and hands. And it's like she's created all these collections from all of her travels that have come back to influence the menu. So it's not, it's not like a Southern cuisine from like Charleston.
Yeah.
Ida Claire has its own original feel to its menu.
Yes.
And it's because of her.
I love it.
And so it's fun to you really have to have a tight vision to make that brand feel as alive as it is.
Which one's your favorite? Which was your favorite to do?
Oh, I love Ida Claire.
That's probably your favorite?
Yeah, I really like that restaurant. It's been really great, and it's really cool. It attracts such a variety of guests.
Yes.
So it's really fun to see big office meetings taking place, like a lunch meeting, or I've hosted baby showers there or birthday parties.
Really?
So it's a really great restaurant that I think a lot of people adore.
So here in Dallas or in Texas in general, we have every kind of Mexican food you could think of. So what were y'all thinking you wanted to do for Mexican Sugar?
I wasn't as involved in the creation of that brand. I got to market it once it opened.
Awesome.
But it was just the whole idea of Mexican Sugar is just making you feel rich. So you walk in, it's an approachable price point, but the environment of that restaurant makes you feel like you're somewhere very special. You're transported, like in that way. And you could come there casually. You could come for a date night. You could come for a birthday party as well. I think what FB Society does really well is that they create brands with approachability. And that's so it really is. And they're kind of the heartbeat of DFW in the culinary scene.
Yes. Okay. So one of my favorites that you have, and so you're involved with other people in things like Mexican Sugar, but I think my understanding is Ascension Coffee is just your brand.
Yes, we own it completely, my family and I.
It's coffee.
It's coffee.
I don't know if I said that.
Ascension Coffee, yes. We have been involved since 2015. We currently have 6 cafes and a roastery. We're about to open our 7th cafe.
Wow, where?
In South Lake.
Okay.
This summer.
Yeah.
So it'll be great.
Yes.
And Ascension is a really special brand. We love its community influence.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like it's really bridged the gap between having to choose between great coffee or great food, because we put a huge emphasis on both. And it's pretty rare to be able to go to a restaurant and get a fabulous pour over or horchata latte, as well as a great salad or wrap or breakfast.
Yes.
So we feel like we've really filled a void, and it's a brand that we're really proud of.
I went to the
White Rock.
soft opening of White Rock.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I think we said, let's try this and let's try this and let's try that. Some of the most fabulous food and coffee I've ever had.
Thank you.
And I'm kind of like, to regular coffee shops.
Yes.
All you can do is have coffee or maybe
a muffin.
1,000-calorie muffin.
Yes.
Things like that. But y'all, you can do either. You can have the coffee, but you can also have a great brunch or a great lunch.
Yes.
They're amazing. And most coffee shops are just too small.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all are huge. And the one at White Rock, that used to be like...
It was a chapel.
It was a chapel.
It was a chapel, yes.
And y'all transformed it.
We did.
So it had such a cool feel.
Yes, we want each location to have its own personal feel.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to open South Lake. That location's going to be lovely.
What kind of feel is it going to have?
Ooh,
or can you say?
I can't really say, but
okay.
It's gonna be really beautiful.
I can't.
And we just love Ascension because it's a great community brand. We're really committed to DFW.
Mm-hmm.
We want to we just love Dallas, but what's really cool is that it has local influence, and we're able to connect with coffee farmers all over the world.
Oh wow!
So we're for example, 20% of... Hold on one second. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say Ascension, we are a very woman-focused brand.
Mm-hmm.
90% of all coffee labor is done by women, but women only own 20% of coffee farms.
Wow.
And so what we've done, our CEO, Jessica Keenan, she has sourced all of our beans, and 75% of the beans we buy are from women coffee farmers.
Oh, that's so neat.
And it's been really great to
Yes.
encourage them in their own entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And some of them have sent in business plans that we've been able to review that, they might be losing money in one area or another. And we've been able to help get their business on the right track, and they're thriving.
Wow.
And so it's been really great to have an influence locally and globally.
Yeah.
And it's just it just makes it really meaningful.
Yeah.
So our goal is to amplify these coffee farmers' voices, and just encourage them to keep going, because so much of our coffee business is reliant on their skill.
Yes.
So we want them to thrive. We
Yes.
want to make sure that we're paying them a living wage, because so many of these bigger companies, like the coffee farmer, ends up getting
not much,
like a barely livable wage.
Oh, that's just not right.
So we're trying to kind of uproot that in the coffee industry as much as we can as a small company.
Yeah. And that's just kind of really, even just when you said that, biblical principles.
Yes.
I remember one of the things my dad taught me when I was starting a business was always give out more in service than you get paid. So always give more. And so you're not saying, oh, we could get by with paying them because that's what they're used to getting. This is what they're worth.
This is what they're worth.
And that's so cool. And no wonder you're so prosperous, because you're just operating that principle.
Yes. And we feel the same about our employees. And 5 of our 6 managers are female as well. And our CEO is female. And it's been a really cool part of our overall business.
Yeah. And what would you consider your title? Because you're a female too.
I am a female. I guess owner.
Owner. There you go.
Yeah.
Owner. Yeah.
Okay. One cool fact about coffee.
Yes.
Actually, I have 2 facts. One is so if you think about a coffee cherry, there's 16 phases before that coffee cherry ends up in your coffee cup.
No.
And it's because of all this really skilled labor. So you have the coffee farmers who are picking the cherries, because coffee, no one knows this, is a hand-picked fruit.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It's one of the most consumed beverages in the world, but it is hand-picked. And it's processed.
Machines. Wow.
And you have to process it in a certain way. The farmers make sure that they're only picking the ripest cherries. And then it's processed, and then there's so many steps even before it leaves the farm. So
Really?
it's really fascinating. We feel like it's kind of part of our mission is to show transparency into how complex the coffee process is.
Yes.
Because everyone just thinks, oh, coffee. It's a daily ritual. It's something you have every day. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's very complex. And there's a level of respect for the skill of these farmers that we want to showcase.
So what region of the world are most of your farmers from?
Our biggest one is Colombia. My personal favorite is from the coffee from Guatemala. We buy it from Mexico, Papua New Guinea, Kona, Hawaii. We buy it. There's like 12 different origins we buy from.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So, Katie, I know there are different kinds of wine, and some people, like a little more tannic or this or that. I don't like coffee that's as bitter. Sometimes coffee is bitter to me. What's your opinion of what makes a coffee a good coffee?
So I think generally the most popular kind is a smooth chocolatey coffee. Some people like coffee with a little bit more acid from like coffees from Ethiopia. I personally don't love that. I love a smooth chocolatey Guatemalan coffee.
Yeah.
But really, I think what happened is Starbucks has really told really the world that coffee should be a certain level of boldness because they buy their beans in bulk and over roast them. So just to like hide any imperfections or inconsistencies. Where at Ascension, we want to showcase all of the hard work that's gone into this specialty coffee.
Yes.
So it's a little bit lighter in nature, but we do have levels. So I would say Campfire is our smooth chocolatey coffee that you would love.
Okay.
So
I might be there after this.
You should. Yeah, absolutely.
Campfire. That just sounds cozy.
Oh, I know. That's what my parents drink every morning.
Is it really?
Yes.
So if people aren't in the Dallas area, do y'all have, like, on the website, can people order the coffee?
Yes, you can order it. You can do a subscription. We'll ship it to you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Do you get it? I know my brother loves coffee, and he's got his own grinder. So do you choose if you want to grind yourself or?
Yes, you can choose. And then, like, there's different levels of grind within that. So
Okay. Now, what people may not know about you that I know is y'all used to have a Wagyu beef ranch.
Yes, we did.
Tell us about the ranch.
So when I was working for Front Burner in their marketing department, my dad was like, Katie, I need you to come work for me and start a meat company. It's like,
and you're going,
what? You can be in charge of meat sales. And I was like, what? So I ended up leaving Front Burner. Again, we're still involved with them. But I took on this meat company called A Bar and Ranch. Actually, so it wasn't a meat company yet. It was just a cattle company.
Okay.
So we were raising Wagyu cows in some of our properties in Sherman and Salina. And my dad and his business partner wanted to start a beef company, a Wagyu beef company called A Bar and Ranch. And just to educate everyone on Wagyu, it's basically a full-blood Japanese bull that breeds with an Angus cow. Okay. And the product is beautiful. It's
tastes delicious. I've had some meat before.
It's delicious. It's like it's a nice Angus-sized steak with these beautiful flakes of the Wagyu fat that just melts into the beef when it hits the grill. It's the best beef in the world. I mean, I love it. But here I am. I am in my 4Runner, and I have all of these raw steak samples in my car, and I'm just going restaurant to restaurant trying to sell my beef to all these chefs that don't know me.
Wow.
And it was
very
interesting. And we had we stored a lot of the meat in a very sketchy large freezer in downtown Dallas. And I would have to go there with my 4Runner, fill my car with raw beef and deliver it, or mostly deliver it to restaurants myself.
Wow.
Even for my wedding, I took steaks to the chef at the hotel where our wedding was. Like, I don't think a bride's ever delivered her own steaks before.
No.
So, one time, it was one morning, and I was getting beef out of the freezer, and somehow the freezer door shut, and it was pitch black.
Oh, no.
Like 10 degrees in there. I was freaking out.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yes. But for as much work and grunt work as that was, it ended up being very successful. Like, we were able to sell beef throughout Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
We started getting into the Austin market.
Wow.
It was really, we felt like a huge part of the Dallas restaurant scene. It took about 9 years to get there, but
right.
I had
overnight success.
Yeah, and I had to get a lot of chefs to trust me.
Yeah.
But and it ended up being a really great thing. It was just a really funny thing, and I never thought I would know so much about a cow.
No.
I do.
Wow. And I remember I would go to restaurants and I'd say, "Where's this steak from?" And y'all's was the best.
Yes.
It was.
It was a special thing
Yeah.
that we got to build from scratch.
Yeah.
Literal scratch.
You have done so many things from scratch. Amazing. So how did you get out of the freezer?
I think someone eventually opened it, but I was pretty nervous there for a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. 'Cause I don't like being cold.
I don't either, and I don't think I had a jacket on. Oh, it was very scary. But I was a meat salesman for a decade of my life.
I love it. But you know what? You know how to do everything and anything now.
That's right. I had to wear all the hats. I sold the beef. I delivered the beef. I did accounting for the beef. I helped grade the carcasses so we would have consistent marbling. Everything.
Wow.
It was very interesting.
So now you know everything. You could go teach a class in New York at the Culinary School.
I could.
On beef. Yeah. Okay, so your kids and my grandkids happen to go to the same school.
Yes.
So tell us about what you're doing there.
So my son, Barrett, he started first grade at TCA this year at Trinity Christian Academy. It's been an amazing year for him. He has thrived there.
Oh, good.
But what's interesting is that I ended up getting introduced to Lisa Wong, who's the chief innovation officer at TCA, and her entrepreneurship class is opening a coffee shop in the school, in the upper school.
How perfect is that?
What? That is amazing.
Yes.
And so I started meeting with her, and it was at a perfect time where like they really needed some training and like some coffee guidance and expertise.
Yes.
Because they had already done the rendering. They were already working on construction. So since then, like they've come to our roastery. They've been training with the Ascension team.
Wow.
We've had a cupping so they can create their own custom coffee blend with their own custom TCA label for the coffee. That's going to be sold from the coffee shop. That should be opening any day.
So I have another way to get your coffee if I want to stop by the shop.
Yes.
It's going to be starting any day?
I think, yes, April or May, I believe. So,
wow.
Yeah, but it's been a really cool way to get involved in the school.
Oh, and get to know so many people.
And get to know the upper school since I only have a first grader. And gosh, that school has so many great people.
It does. It does.
So many.
And think of how lucky they are that they're going to have a great cup of coffee. Or how many different coffees are like, do you get a cappuccino or is it just, how does that work?
So the custom blend that they're creating, that will be used for drip coffee and espresso.
Okay.
So you'll be able to get lattes. We're eventually going to do a cold brew as well.
Wow.
But all in due time.
That's neat. So what grades are going to be able to get the coffee?
I think it's going to be open first period.
Okay.
And then for events.
That's good. Yeah. So how exciting.
Because they're all still students, but the entrepreneurship class at the school is really impressive.
Yeah.
And that's just getting able to teach high schoolers to think about entrepreneurship. That's, to me, a very rare thing.
Totally. I just had to watch my parents, probably like you.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. That really crossed my mind.
Yeah. You think about keeping books and going and learning and developing their own coffee. Oh, those are some very
Well, and they're going to get to learn how to manage people, manage a budget.
Oh, yeah. Be responsible for their shift or whatever.
Yeah, be responsible for their shift, order supplies. They're going to learn a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great for them.
Totally. So you are saying that you have a child, but you have more. So let's talk about motherhood and what it's like to have a career like this and be a mom.
Yes. So I have a 7-year-old boy, Barrett, and a 4-year-old girl, Emma Kate.
Yeah.
And they are so much fun. They're crazy, but so much fun.
Yes.
Yes. Mother and kind of just juggling all of it right now is a lot. Thankfully, I'm out of the baby phase. So no more diapers. Passies, all of that.
Yeah.
But it is a lot to juggle. Like,
Yeah.
last week, Emma Kate fell off a swing, got a huge welt on her forehead,
Oh, no.
and didn't want the nanny to take her to dance class because she was embarrassed.
Oh.
So I was like, well, can I take you? And she was okay with me taking her, but it required leaving the office and
Yeah.
taking her to dance and,
Yeah.
just having to be flexible day to day.
Yes. And if somebody's sick or it's like, well, I mean, it's a challenge.
It is.
What tips would you like to give moms for how to balance and juggle all that?
Oh, man. I mean, you have to stay flexible.
Yeah.
You have to be able to redirect quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the biggest thing I've learned just in parenting is how to show empathy with boundaries. Because for a kid, especially if they're sad that I'm leaving to go to work or especially during the summers when I'm going to the office and they're home and,
Yes.
it's like to okay the feeling of sadness, but like the situation's not going to change. But you still want to, you want to show them that their feelings are okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that kind of transitions to the workplace.
Yeah.
Showing empathy for what coworkers or employees are going through.
Yes.
But still holding them accountable for certain roles. It's just, you kind of have to have both and.
Yes. Yes. So is your office in the same building with your dad?
It is, yes. And my brothers.
Okay.
And my husband is in the same building, but a different company. Yes.
That's a hoot.
Yeah.
Are your other two brothers there too?
They are, yes.
Wow.
So we're all working together.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. That's an experience within itself.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because you can't turn off the family part. Like, I grew up with these people. So.
Right.
But it's fun. It's really, it's fun to see kind of people's passions come out.
Yes.
And what they pursue. So my dad has accomplished so much, and we're all kind of like taking our piece that we love and contributing and kind of trying to grow what he's already done.
Now, I know you love just the whole idea of hospitality.
I do.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Tell me what all that means to you and how can you fulfill that with what you're doing? What do you see as I did it right?
So for hospitality, I think it's more making people feel seen, making them feel cared for, making them feel served. I think it's a feeling that you give them more than just action. And so I've always been really passionate about hospitality, whether it's in one of our restaurants, whether it's having people over to my own home. I think that, you see examples of Jesus showing hospitality all throughout the New Testament. And that to me is really powerful. Especially like when he would approach the outcast and the ignored and make them feel seen and known and loved. And we're not going to make everyone feel loved who comes into our restaurants, but we will make them feel cared for.
Yeah.
And it's just that level of hospitality and care and service that people can feel when people actually care versus it just being a transaction.
Yeah. Okay. So I love stories. Tell me one or two of your favorite stories about being in the business.
For Ascension, I think what's been cool about that brand is that it's growing in popularity. And for the coffee space, so much of it is, like you said, the small shop, quick transaction, not a lot of care.
Yeah.
But like Ascension is just one of those places that we don't want to rush you out. It's not about like turning tables. Like, obviously we want to make money. We want to sell you a product, but it's a meeting place. A lot of people think of that kind of environment as like a third place. So,
yes, that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. So for Ascension, I really just think that it's growing in popularity because people feel comfortable. They feel like it's part of their daily ritual. They feel just cared for when they're there.
Okay, so now I've got a couple I had written down.
Yes.
How has your idea of success changed over time?
Okay, so that's a really good question. Success. So obviously, when you're growing up, I thought about getting married. I thought about having kids. I kind of thought about work, but not really. But to me, that was being home for my kids and married. And then in New York, it became about starting a restaurant empire in Dallas.
Yeah.
So I stopped thinking about marriage and family. I started thinking about restaurants.
Yes.
And now it's really being at home with my husband, who's my best friend, my kids, and then doing meaningful work.
Yeah.
Having a sense of peace and contentment
Mm.
and being able to do work that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And so being able to help these women overseas in their coffee farms
Yes.
by giving them a living wage
Yes.
and allowing them to continue their work.
Mm-hmm.
That is meaningful. We want to start getting more involved in these communities.
Mm-hmm.
And also at the same time, raising kids who are kind, empathetic, passionate, confident in their own skin. Like, so the child raising is hard right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much obsession with youth sports and physical appearance, and it's all the temporal things, and especially youth sports. I could go on forever.
Oh, I could too.
Oh,
yeah.
But just raising kids who just love Jesus, and are passionate and want to make a mark on the world and help people. That to me,
that's success.
That's success. I also, and I want to have a home that people want to come over to because I love to host. It truly is like one of my biggest passions.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. It's in your family too.
It is in my family. I learned it from my mom. She loves throwing parties. My dad loves to cook. I married a man who loves to cook and loves to host.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because his family loved to cook. So it all just,
Yes.
It all just came together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. You might have already answered this. Is there anything you want to add? What do you hope your children and others learn from the way you live and lead?
Live and lead.
So lead, I think, what are you hoping your employees are going to learn from watching you?
Oh, okay. I think let me answer the first part,
sure,
which is live.
Yeah.
I hope that they see striving to create balance between work and family and community. I think community is a huge aspect, which allows me as a working mom to continue to juggle all the balls. We have a really rich community of couples. There's 6 of us who started a home group a decade ago.
Wow.
At the time, there was 1 kid. Now there's 12.
Oh, my gosh.
So our group went from 13 to 24. And we've just been in and out of each other's lives in all aspects, sickness and just so many different highs and lows throughout the last decade.
Yeah.
One core memory of mine is it was 2021, and we were still kind of under COVID protocols where everyone's wearing masks. I ended up having to have a small surgery, so I thought I had a cyst on my ovary. And so my husband, Steve, could not go into the hospital with me for my surgery. It was supposed to be simple, but so they take me back. I'm all by myself. And it ended up being a much larger cyst, almost like a grapefruit-sized tumor.
Whoa.
And so I wake up and I'm in a lot more pain than I realized. And Steve is able to come back and be with me. But what I learned is that during the time when I was in my surgery, all of the men from our home group met Steve in the parking lot. And all their cars were lined up and they were with him because he couldn't be with me.
Yeah.
And it just makes me just so grateful.
Yes.
To have people who are deep in our lives. And that's what I want for my kids as well.
Yes. I think there's nothing like that.
There's nothing like that.
That sense of community.
And those moments of true vulnerability.
Yeah. Okay. So you're another young mom is watching and hears you say that. How would you suggest she get the group together?
I think it's just consistency and outreach and putting yourself out there. That to me is not very comfortable.
Right.
But sometimes you just have to trust your gut.
Yeah.
And reach out.
Yes.
And put yourself out there.
That's so true. I have this one friend, Vera, and she will always call me. And if I can't answer, I'll hear this, "Hey, haven't talked to you in a while. What's up?" And I'm like, I wish I were like that. She's going to keep all the threads going.
I know. That's such a skill set.
It is.
Those people are so gifted at that.
Yes. And then, I remember somebody I was talking to, and they were a college student, and they were going to a new school, and there was like a coffee shop or something, and she didn't know anybody. She goes, "Oh, I just go up to the coffee shop and sit there and just start striking up conversations with
That's
people."
amazing.
And started meeting a group. But so that's my suggestion to any of y'all that are like out of the box on that. But it's so rewarding to think you had that group that were standing with Steve while you're in there.
I know. It was great.
That's the greatest gift life can give.
Yes, it's such a blessing. And
yes. Okay. What advice would you give your younger self?
The advice I would give my younger self is to not be afraid to take risks. Don't think so little of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about what other people think.
Mm-hmm.
And just trust your gut. Like, the Lord's got me.
Yes.
It's okay to take risks. It's okay to put myself out there. Like, it's okay for, I ended up marrying my best friend who I knew for 7 years, who I never thought I would marry. And that was a risk, and it's been wonderful. Like, we have a great marriage and a great family.
Yeah.
And, with the coffee shop, the coffee business is hard. The hospitality business is hard.
I agree.
And it's dark. Like, there's addictions. There's a lot of just darkness. You have people who are like in really difficult places in their life usually. But they're some of the most hardworking and kind people, but it's a very raw environment. But it's just like, it's worth the risk. Like, hospitality will never go away. AI cannot replace a restaurant.
No.
It cannot.
No,
So,
never.
No. So it's just one of those things that, like, it's worth the risk. It's worth the effort. It's worth the grunt work.
Wow. I never thought about that. Yeah. When everybody's worried about AI, I'm not going to eat some food a robot brings out. That's your experience.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm glad I don't like to cook, because every day it's like, John, where do we want to go to dinner tonight? Because
I love that.
I love it, a fun experience,
Yes,
and talking over your day and all.
And how fun, like, when you're a regular at some place and they know you and they know your order, how good does that make you feel?
Exactly. And there have been places where I kind of knew who the owner was, and I thought, you are so messing up that you're not coming by and speaking to people.
Yes.
Because I've also known restaurants where I did know the owner, and they came and like you said, you feel special.
You feel special. You feel seen.
You feel seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just kind of boiled it all down. People want to feel seen, feel special. It's just a human core need.
It is.
Just like knowing their purpose. So do you feel like you're in your purpose of what you're supposed to be doing?
I do. I feel very fulfilled, and I feel like there's a lot more meaningful work to do.
Yeah.
But I don't feel the need to go start something new. I just want to make what we have better and more vibrant. And and I just feel like I'll spend the rest of my days doing that.
That sounds like a great rest of your days.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about, would the kids go into business with you?
Oh, my goodness. I can't even think about that. Like, my son.
They're too young.
My son, who's 7, wants to be an aeronautical engineer.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work for you.
Yeah.
He wants to build rocket ships.
True.
So I don't know.
Maybe Emma Kate will be.
Maybe Emma Kate will. She's sassy, that girl.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She's sassy.
Well, how can people... What would you, now that we're coming to an end, what restaurants do you want to send them to, or Ascension Coffee? What would you like to leave people with as far as, and we'll put stuff in the show notes.
Okay. I think everyone should have like their go-to coffee.
Yeah.
And I think that you should support local.
Okay.
Ideally, if you're in DFW, you have to come to an Ascension. And if you're not, you have to buy a bag of coffee online.
Yes.
Especially coffee, once you drink it, you can't go back.
Oh, I can't wait.
Cannot go back.
Okay.
It is so good.
I'm going to go get some today.
I should have brought you a bag.
I know.
Sorry.
I should have asked you to when I thought this through. But
talking about hospitality fail. My gosh.
No. So I know you all enjoyed this as much as I did, or even more. Katie, what are a couple of your websites?
So FB Society, which again is Mexican Sugar, 60 Vines, Whiskey Cake, Haywire, Velvet Taco. It's fbsociety.com. And then Ascension Coffee, we have 6 locations, soon to be 7, and a roastery. It's ascensioncoffee.com.
Can they go to the roastery?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you have to schedule a meeting, but
okay.
But we coffee tour, seeing how the beans are roasted, doing a cupping so you can figure out what your favorite coffee is.
Oh.
That's all available.
Way cool. Well, thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time on Insights with Marsha.